Hey guys, Morgan the Rebellious Reviewer. We talk about all things music, and today we're going to be talking about Elvis's self-titled. This will be the second installment in that series where I review 1001 plus albums you have to hear before you die. So, those of you who saw my previous part in this series where I talked about In the Wee Small Hours by Frank Sinatra, no, you'll know that I wasn't particularly fond of that album. I thought it was boring, and I was excited to listen to this Elvis album because it had more energy. So, what did I get with Elvis Presley? Well, it's certainly better than In the Wee Small Hours. Like Sinatra, Elvis was one of those guys that young women fangirled back in the day before fangirling was even a word that people used. And like Sinatra, I can see why. He was a pretty handsome guy in his early days. And he also has quite a bit of charisma on this record. His voice is powerful and sensual, and he performs with quite a bit of energy. The band behind him isn't bad either. The guitarist, in particular, knows how to craft some catchy, energetic riffs, and the rhythm section isn't half bad either. Going track by track, there are a couple songs on here I didn't care for. Those being songs like I'm Counting on You, Blue Moon, and especially I Love You Because, which are all just kinda boring. I mean, they're not as boring as the boring songs on In the Wee Small Hours, but they're still kinda sleepy sounding. And then there are songs like I'll Never Let You Go, Little Darling, and Trying to Get to You, which are just okay. All the other songs on here are a lot of fun, though, with my favorites being Blue Suede Shoes, Money Honey, Tutti Frutti, I'll sit right down and cry, I'm gonna sit right down and cry over you, and One-Sided Love Affair. All of these songs have amazing grooves and are just a lot of fun to listen to. As for the lyrics on this album, they mostly hold up. Sure, songs like Blue Suede Shoes and Tutti Frutti can be a little goofy at points, but I'd argue that actually fits the mood of the music. Like, this is a fun, playful album, and for the most part, it's very self-aware about that. However, as much as I enjoy the song I Got a Woman for its catchy, energetic instrumentation and Elvis's charismatic performance, I will admit that the line, she knows a woman's place is at home at night, makes me a bit uncomfortable. Like, I get that it was a different time, and a sentiment like that would probably be seen as more acceptable, quote-unquote, in 1956, but like I said in my Sinatra review, where I talked about the song I'll Be Around, that doesn't mean it's aged well, and I'm here to tell you it hasn't. Despite its flaws, however, I still really enjoyed this album. Sure, it has some boring songs and some moments that haven't aged well, but overall I'd still say this is a pretty fun album. Plus, I don't think rock music would even exist at the moment if it wasn't for this album. So, yeah, I give this a B, and I recommend that you guys check it out, especially if you're a rock fan or have an interest in music history at all. Well, that was a nice palate cleanser after dealing with the bore fest that was In the Wee Small Hours by Frank Sinatra. Let's see what's next on my list of 1001 albums. Oh, it's Tragic Songs of Life by the Louvin Brothers. Never heard of them. What else have they done? Wait, you're kidding me. No, you're kidding me. No, a band with that terrible of an album cover would not appear on this list. I'm going to have to think about some things before I film my next review in this series. Anyway, don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. I'm Morgan the Rebellious Reviewer, and I'm out.